Well, welcome to ESME YouTube Graduate School. Topic today is Singapore on the cutting edge, globalization and digitalization. Well, first of all, I'd like to outline what we are going to do. Well, main topic is globalization and digitalization. Well, then first of all, I'd like to explain history in brief, and I put four major topic: English competency, digital society index, university ranking, and diversity in ethnicity, religion, and legal status. Well, that's the four major topic. Well, then first of all, history in brief. Well, Singapore. Well, 1819, the Luffers landed on the Bayer East Indian Company. Well, 1824, the Britain, gained sovereignty of Singapore from Johor King, Sultan of Johor. In 1942, Japan landed on Singapore and they called Singapore Shonan-to Island. 1945, after World War II, Britain again take Singapore, and it was under military government. Well, 1949, Singapore get independence without diplomacy and national defense. And at last, 1963, Malaysia get independence from Britain. Then Singapore, as one of the states of Malaysia, they get independence from Britain. And next year, 1964, the major ethnic or racial conflict took place between Malaysian and Chinese Malaysian. And next year, 1965, the Singapore withdrew from Malaysia and get independent under the presidency, and it went to Republic of Singapore. Well, 1969, again the major ethnic or racial conflicts took place among the Malay Singaporean and Chinese Singaporean. It's a major second ethnic conflict among two major ethnicity in Singapore. That's Malay Singaporean and Chinese Singaporean. And since then, Singapore has no major racial or ethnic conflict. Well, next comes English competency. Singapore ranks third. Japan ranks 49th in EFEPI ranking, while Singapore far ahead of Japan. Japan is behind Singapore. Well, next comes digital social index. Well, Singapore is far ahead of Japan. Singapore ranks first, but Japan ranks 22nd among 24 nations. Then digitalization is one of measure of Singaporeans' development, particularly after digitalization took place around 2000. Well, here comes the university ranking. Well, Oxford ranks first. National University of Singapore ranks 25th. Tokyo University 36th, and Kyoto University 54th. Then, as long as academic matters, Singapore is ahead of Japan. Well, the Singapore national pledge, it really strongly connected with diversity and racial conflict. We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation. Then they repeat and repeat when they have National Independence Day and in education. At school, they repeat pledge, their national pledge. Well, as long as how Singapore is diversified in terms of religion and the residents in Singapore. Well, Singaporeans, strictly speaking, just 350 million. Oh, no. 3.5 million. 3.5 million people. And PR, permanent residence, is the 530,000 people. And the residents, people of the residence amounts to around 4 million. But at the same time, approximately the 1.68 million people live there as of foreign nationals. And when we take a look at the diversified ethnicity, Chinese account for 74, Malay 13, Indian 9%, and others. That's the ratio, the percentage of each different ethnicities. And when it comes to the regions, Buddhist approximately 33, Christianity 18, Muslim 14, Taoism around 10%, Hindu 5%, and others. Well, this shows how Singapore is diversified in terms of the status of residents and ethnicity, race, and religion. Well, we examine basically from the viewpoint 4 major points under the major topic globalization and digitalization. We examine history in brief, and we examine English competency, Data Society Index, university ranking, and diversity in ethnicity, religion, and legal status. These 4 major elements makes Singapore more global and more digitalized society. Well, we talked about Singapore on the cutting edge globalization and digitalization. Then let's conclude today's discussion, and at the same time we have this discussion on Clubhouse every Sunday 10 to 11 in the morning and 10 to 11 p.m. and we will deal with international relations, business, economy, and social topics. Well, from 10 to 11 in the morning, it's in English, and from 10 to 11 at night, we'll speak about it. We talked about it in Japanese. We welcome you and have a happy talking. Let's conclude today's session.